That's New York. Uninvestable. Sorry, don't shoot the messenger. Just telling you the way it is. That's it. Uninvestable.
Some pushback from our elected officials in New York on that.
I was just going to say Kathy Hochul.
Yeah, but
I'll debate them any time of the day you want.
We would love to set that up.
Particularly AOC. She's great at killing jobs. She kills jobs by the thousands. You know, another New Jersey problem. Where did Amazon take their jobs? They took them away from her. She threatened to sue them if they created jobs. I mean, this is a reality.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, we got to talk about Kevin O'Leary absolutely destroying AOC and Elizabeth Warren on CNN when asked about the investability of states like New York, New Jersey, with high corporate tax rates. And you know what? I'm going to just let Mr. Wonderful explain it for you himself because he is the businessman. Now, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe while we watching. Now, let's roll it.
I don't put companies here in New York anymore, or in Massachusetts, or in New Jersey, or in California. Those states are uninvestable. The policy here is insane. The taxes are too high. We put them in Fargo, North Dakota, because 40% of the people work elsewhere, including Boston. So I was, a bit of a debate with Elizabeth Warren about this, but I say, look, Senator, we've got to move the companies out of your state because you're not investable anymore. You're punishing people if they're successful. You overtax them. You hit them with a super tax. New Jersey, what a mess. New York, uninvestable.
Wait,
California.
why is New York uninvestable?
Try and do a project in New York. Try and build a data.
Yeah, I'm asking, Don's point, is it beyond the taxes?
Oh, the regulatory environment is punitive. I had a project in upstate New York behind the grid in Niagara Falls for electricity, a global data center we were building. Eventually, it got so bad with the politicians in the local region and the state policy, we moved it to Norway and all the jobs. Wow. Norway has it now. Thousands of jobs coming out of that. I mean, that's New York. Uninvestable. Sorry, don't shoot the messenger. Just telling you the way it is. That's it. Uninvestable.
Some pushback from our elected officials in New York on that.
I was just going to say Kathy Hochul.
Yeah, but
I'll debate them any time of the day you want.
We would love to set that up.
Particularly AOC. She's great at killing jobs. She kills jobs by the thousands. You know, another New Jersey problem. Where did Amazon take their jobs? They took them away from her. She threatened to sue them if they created jobs. I mean, this is a reality. This is a reality that the business...
There's a little more to it, but let's not relitigate that.
Well, sorry, I'm just telling the truth.
He's saying what a lot of people are saying, especially what happened with that Amazon thing here in New York. Just real quickly, I don't want to hog the conversation, but what was Elizabeth Warren's response when you said that to her?
Look, I have a lot of respect for her because it's okay to have a debate about politics, but not policy. When you have punitive policy, you're making a mistake. And I want to just put up my hand and say, I don't agree, Senator, with your policy. I respect you as a politician, a very successful one. You know, she's very successful, and that's the state where I grew my kids. I mean, our family grew up in Boston, Massachusetts. We left there to move to Florida like everybody else is because it's such a tough place to, this is a tough message. People really are critical about this, but somebody has to call it out because this is a competition of states now, and we don't put money there anymore. We put it in other places, and jobs are created elsewhere. Over time, this is going to diminish New Jersey, diminish New York, diminish Massachusetts, and California out of business. Out of business. El Morte.
I've noticed Don Lemon agreeing a lot more with contrarian viewpoints these days. I don't know what's going on over at CNN, but I think they're trying to appear more base. They're not fooling anybody. But yeah, like Kevin O'Leary said, these places have become uninvestable, and it's because of bad policy, incredibly high taxes. That'd be corporate, federal, and income. Now, I don't think economics is as simple as 1, 2, 3, but when it comes down to the people who he's talking about, the AOCs, the Elizabeth Warrens, these politicians who are all about taxing the rich, who blame inflation on corporate greed, it's all about corporate price gouging and everything's the corporation's fault. Why would these corporations, these big corporations especially, why would they want to move to your state in your districts? Why would they want to be there when all you do is blame them for everything? AOC says if it's so uninvestable, then why is NYC home to some of the most billionaires in the world? This is what billionaires do. They leverage their power to gain platforms and spread unsubstantiated claims to push policies that are even more favorable to them than they already are. The truth that the AOCs and the Elizabeth Warrens never want to talk about is how spending plays a huge role, and spending is a huge part of this inflation problem. They never want to address that, but yet they always want to spend more money. They always want more tax dollars. They always want more. All they want to do is spend, spend, and spend. But Kevin O'Leary comes to this from the perspective of a businessman, not as a politician. So he knows about investing. He knows where is a good place to set up shop to do business. He knows all of this stuff through his own personal experience. Elizabeth Warren and AOC, they don't know anything about that because they're politicians. They're not business women. Kevin O'Leary also had a sit down with Tucker Carlson speaking to a similar tune, and I'm going to play that clip for you right now.
Massachusetts is at war with entrepreneurship. Elizabeth Warren will punish you for success. She will make sure you pay super taxes if you're successful. The regulatory environment there is prohibitive for business. New York, even worse. New Jersey, forget about it. California is not in business. You can't do business there, and they're leaving like droves out of there. So this competition of states is beginning to occur. I can put money anywhere, anywhere. Why? Because the pandemic changed our economy. 40% of my staff at every company, regardless what city they're headquartered in, works remotely. That's never going to change. Primarily in accounting, logistics, some marketing positions, certainly sales. You just don't need to be in the office anymore. I know there's guys trying to get everybody back, but you can see through empty buildings in New York City. They're just not coming back. They're never going to. They don't want to pay those taxes. But the point is,
they're never going to.
No.
So what happens to 6th Avenue?
I think you turn it into condos. I mean, what else are you going to do?
But who's going to, why would people live there if they don't have to go to the office?
I'm not, cap rates, in other words, the cost of real estate in some of these places where it's highly, now, if you talk to real estate developers in New York, and I hear them every day, they'll talk their book till the cows come home. The truth is, in commercial real estate, they got issues.
Like real ones?
Yeah, because people don't want to put the nexus of their business in a place where AOC is telling you, I hate you. I'm going to litigate you. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to make sure that you can't create a job. Do you remember the Amazon 10,000 jobs?
Very well.
She kicked out of there? The guy that was running that program, I know personally, he said, wow, was I ever glad to get out of that mess. They hate us there. They don't want our jobs. Well, which jobs are they going to get exactly? Like, when you start chasing away entrepreneurial capital. So my whole point is there are go-to states and there's no-go states. And no-go states right now are New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, California. You cannot invest in those places. They are no longer investable. These are harsh words. And I take a lot of...
But these are also states that have just imported hundreds of thousands, in case of California, millions of new low education, low income immigrants who are going to need jobs. So, like, what does that look like?
Watch the move to Texas. Watch the move to Nevada. Watch the move. They're going to have to change policy. Have you been to San Francisco lately?
Yes.
It's a war zone downtown after 6 o'clock. I would never walk down there.
Yeah, so maybe wearing a dress to the Met Gala that says tax the rich, trying to be trendy and appeal to your socialist base, you know, constantly blaming inflation on corporate greed and constantly criticizing billionaires and millionaires who happen to create jobs for people. Maybe these aren't smart business moves. But what more could you expect from socialist politicians like AOC and Elizabeth Warren? I pulled up a little chart here just for you guys to see of the corporate income tax rates as of January 1st, 2023. So this is pretty recent. I'm willing to bet these numbers are all pretty accurate. But, you know, do your own research, of course. You got California over here, 8.84. Illinois, where I'm at, 9.50. Minnesota, 9.80. Pennsylvania, almost at 9. You got New Jersey at 11.50. New York at 7.25. Now, it's not only the corporate income tax rate that scares businesses away, but it's also regulations and policies. A business has to see long term before they set up shop somewhere. Is this going to be a good fit? They have to look into the future and see, will I last here or will my business be done for in the next year or two? And when you look at California, you look at New York, and you look at New Jersey, it's just not looking prosperous. That's the reason why people with a lot of money are running out of there as fast as they can. All right, guys, so to wrap this video up, I don't think it takes a master economist to explain why businesses don't want to go to places like California and New York and why they're leaving out as fast as they can. But when you add it all up, too many regulations, super high inflation, bad policy, high crime, and politicians who talk down on corporations literally every chance they get and demonize them, why would any one of these corporations want to come and set up shop in California or New York? These places just so happen to be Democratic strongholds, and when you keep voting for these people, you're going to keep getting the same thing. And matter of fact, it's actually just getting worse and worse, and we witnessing it with our own eyes. Kevin O'Leary said that he would debate AOC or Elizabeth Warren, but I highly doubt we will ever see that. But that's it for the video, you guys. Let me know what you thought about this in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe when you're at the door. And until next time, you guys, I'm out of here. Peace.